On the show today, we'll talk news from the Gateway Dirt Nationals and Coltman Farms Racing, plus double back to the announcement from last week about a 2025 World of Outlaws rookie and where we stand right now with Sprint Car silly season. Let's go. It's Tuesday, August 13th. I'm Justin Fiedler. This is DIRTRACKR Daily presented by Kubota Genuine Parts. This week, the Case Construction World of Outlaws Late Model Series begins a busy stretch of racing, and when they head to Spoon River Speedway on Thursday, I want to help you save a little bit of money. I've partnered up with the Outlaws to get you $5 off each ticket you buy to Thursday's action. So if you buy 4 tickets, you get $20 off. And this discount is good for both general admission and reserved seats. Use code DIRTRACKR to get the $5 off deal when you purchase. That's DIRTRACKR. Head over to DIRTRACKR.com/Spoon River or click the links below in the video description and enter the code before you select your seats. That's before you select. Spoon River has hosted series like Mars and the Summer Nationals plenty of times before, but this will be the first time the Outlaws have ever raced at the Illinois track. Don't miss out on your chance to see Brandon Shepard and Nick Hoffman and Bobby Pierce and many more battle it out, especially with a tight championship fight going on. So hit up DIRTRACKR.com/Spoon River or the links below in the video description. Use code DIRTRACKR for $5 off your tickets. We'll start your Tuesday off with some news items from the last few days. First, good news for the future of the Gateway Dirt Nationals after serious questions existed about whether or not the event would even continue beyond 2024. Promoter Cody Summer and event officials revealed yesterday that they have signed a 3-year extension, keeping the event inside the dome at America's Center through 2027. The indoor off-season late model and modified race in St. Louis did not have a contract, I believe, with the facility beyond the season, and there was chatter that the building was potentially looking at not renewing an agreement. The dome was previously home to the St. Louis Rams NFL team, but that obviously hasn't been the case since the Rams moved to LA. The facility now regularly hosts conventions and concerts, things like monster truck shows, UFL and XFL football games. This year's Gateway Dirt Nationals take place December 5th through the 7th, and just this week, registration for late model teams sold out in 15 minutes. Good to see this event continue, though, as it's become a fan and competitor favorite in the quote-unquote off-season of dirt late model racing. One other late model note for you, Coltman Farms Racing has hired driver Zach Mitchell to pilot its second car starting this weekend and hunt the Front Series action at Sonoya. Mitchell will join teammate Tanner English, who also joined Coltman earlier this year. Mitchell replaces David McCoy, who parted ways with the team back in July. At the moment, Mitchell is third in Hunt the Front points, trailing Sam Seawright and Brandon Overton. South Carolina driver has 3 wins this season, including with the Ultimate Series at Cherokee in March. He was a Carolina Clash winner at Livonia in April and bagged the Rock Alt Memorial at Cherokee with Hunt the Front in June. The release from the team says that Mitchell will continue full-time with the Hunt the Front series while also hitting up the World 100 in September. He hasn't raced at Eldora since a World 100 appearance in 2022. Before we move on, if you want to support what I do here, like these videos, subscribe to the show on YouTube, or you can wherever you get podcasts. You can also like and follow DIRTRACKR on Facebook to get the daily show as well. We are approaching 34,000 YouTube subscribers right now, with my goal for the year at 40K. Subscribing to the show, it's free, it's easy, and it will help make sure you don't miss any future episodes. You can stay up on all the latest dirt racing happenings with our episodes 5 days a week, plus random live streams and conversations episodes, plus bonus content like the Zach Hampton Sprint Car Build Series. I appreciate everybody who tunes in regularly. Jumping back to last week, I didn't want to gloss over our first committed World of Outlaws team and driver for 2025. There's been a lot going on, a lot to talk about the last couple of days, but I wanted to double back to this. I had teased this move a few times in recent weeks as I had heard that this was going to happen, but at the Knoxville Nationals, it was finally announced that Cole Macedo will join TwoC Racing next season to run the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series full-time. This will be a run at Rookie of the Year for Macedo, and this will be a return to the Outlaws for 2C, who had previously been on tour in 2020 and 2021, and that was with Wayne Johnson behind the wheel. Johnson was the 2020 Rookie of the Year and had a best finish of 7th during that 2-year span that happened twice. At the moment, 2C is competing full-time with the 360 ASCS, where Hank Davis is currently driving the car. Seth Bergman also in it briefly after Johnson was injured in that high-limit crash at Texas Motor Speedway. And injuries from that crash are effectively what ended Johnson's driving career, and he will serve as crew chief for Macedo next season. The younger Macedo brother drove for 2C at a weekly show at Knoxville in June, and that is supposedly where conversations for this ride started. Cole has 4 410 sprint car wins this season, including 3 with the DIRTRACKR Series, where he is currently locked in a tight championship battle with Justin Sanders. And besides racing for Tarleton and 2C, Macedo has also raced for Kevin Newton and the Sealing team in 2024. He's been crisscrossing the country, racking up frequent flyer miles and 49 starts so far. Some impressive runs as well. Overall in his career, he's got 69 Outlaw appearances with 4 top 5s and 11 top 10s. He's led laps in 2 races and had a career best finish back in May at Fremont, where he was 3rd. I don't have any doubt that he will be a solid addition in 2025. So with all that said, let's jump back to this kind of sprint car silly season conversation and that Johnny Gibson tweet from a few weeks ago. He said then that he thought there could be as many as 5 rookies on tour with the Outlaws next season. And I've heard crazy rumors, stuff like both tours, meaning the Outlaws and High Limit, potentially starting 2025 with 20 teams each. I don't know that 20 cars each is actually realistic. And to be honest, the tow money and payout system we have in place isn't really, kind of meant to support that many. But it's an interesting conversation. Back on Saturday, I had Jeremy Elliott on our pre-Knoxville Nationals live stream, and he said he's been checking around and he's not sure who exactly the 5 drivers are at this point. I think there are some teams that would like to do it and, are hoping to do it, but some things would have to kind of fall their way, like added sponsorship to make it happen. And the names we've heard floating around as potential candidates include guys like Danny Sams and Logan McCandless, Garrett Williamson, Emerson Axum, but none are set in stone, and some have said they kind of aren't quite there yet. I think, though, there are some teams and drivers who see the potential opportunities available on both tours and will take a really hard look at it for next season. Jeremy said he thought that silly season would kind of start to get ironed out in September and October, and then series choices would follow after that. So just like in dirt late model racing, a lot of questions still to answer here. Jeremy also said he doesn't see any big flashy changes coming, and I agree based on what I've been hearing as well. We'll have some movement, but nothing like we saw in 2023. If you're looking for racing today, the Super DIRTCar Series will get Summerfast rolling at Land of Legends. The Monday night show at Brewerton was rained out, but they've got Land of Legends today and Fulton tomorrow. Matt Williamson already a winner this season at Canandaigua, while Fulton hasn't had a completed SDS show since 2020, I believe. Jimmy Phelps a winner back then during what was Oktoberfest. The last few years at Fulton have been rainouts. Matt Shepard atop the Super DIRTCar Series standings at the moment with Williamson and Phelps in pursuit. If you can't get to the track today, you can watch live over on Dirt Vision. There are a few other races to check out today, so make sure to stop by DIRTRACKR.com/watch tonight to see what your streaming options are. You got Millbridge. I think it's Outlaw Kart Night at Millbridge, plus there's some IMCA and some local racing as well. So check out that streaming schedule today. And remember, we have been adding the start times to that streaming schedule as well, just to kind of help with the clarity and make it a little easier for you guys. I hope you guys have a great Tuesday out there. We will see you right back here tomorrow.